When Lionel Messi, arguably the greatest footballer of all time, came to Calcutta, something truly incredible happened. You see, this wasn't just another sports tour. No, for this city, it was basically a pilgrimage. An entire city, a place steeped in over a century of football history, just came to a complete standstill. So today, we're going to break down why this one visit became such a massive, historic cultural event.
Okay, so to really get a feel for this, we're not going to start at the beginning. We're dropping you right into the middle of the action. Picture this: a cold December night in a city that absolutely positively refused to sleep.
2:26 in the morning. That was the exact moment on Saturday, December 13th, a private jet touched down. And as it did, you could almost feel an entire city, a city that had been waiting for hours and hours, just collectively hold its breath.
And believe me, this was not an exaggeration. We're talking about thousands of fans totally ignoring the December chill, turning the whole city into this incredible festival of anticipation. For them, sleep? Nah, that just wasn't an option.
The scene was just one of pure, unfiltered devotion. At the airport, a literal wall of sound just erupted. The hotel lobby, it basically became an impromptu fan zone. The passion was absolutely everywhere. But this whole incredible display, it begs a huge question. Why this city? What is it about Kolkata's connection to football that makes it so special?
Well, to understand that level of passion, we have to go back in time. And I mean way back, over a century in fact. Because you have to understand, Kolkata isn't just a city that loves football, it's the very birthplace of Indian football.
Just look at this. The roots of the game here run so incredibly deep. You've got Mohun Bagan, founded way back in 1889. But see that date in the middle? 1911. That's the one. That was the year that football transformed from just being a sport into something much, much bigger.
Imagine this. The barefoot players of Mohun Bagan defeated the booted soldiers of the British East Yorkshire Regiment. This was way more than just winning a trophy. It was a powerful anti-colonial statement, all played out on a football field. It was this moment of just immense national pride. And out of that incredible history, one of the most intense rivalries in the entire world was born, a clash of identities we now know as the Kolkata Derby.
Now this rivalry, it's woven into the city's cultural DNA. It's a symbolic battle. On one side you have the Godis, the natives, represented by Mohun Bagan, and on the other, the Bangals, who were immigrants and found their home at East Bengal. It's a clash of history, identity, and you're not going to believe this, even food. Prawns versus hills of fish.
And the passion for this derby, it's staggering. That number, 130,000 plus, that's the unofficial number of people who packed the stadium for the derby back in 1997. It is still the most attended sporting event in Indian history. This is the bedrock of passion that Messi was stepping into. So, how does all that history and all that passion actually show up today? Well, you see it in the personal stories of the fans who just had to come out and see their hero.
You have to hear this story. It's from a newlywed couple. For them, seeing Messi in their city was a once-in-a-lifetime thing. So important, they actually canceled their honeymoon for it. I mean, if that doesn't show you the depth of personal sacrifice for this moment, I don't know what does.
But right in the middle of all this celebration, this joy, a simple, powerful message from a young fan holding a sign went viral. And it added this really complex, kind of poignant layer to the entire event, reminding everybody of a reality beyond the big show.
So while the whole city was celebrating a global icon, this fan's plea was a stark reminder of the uncertainty that the domestic game is facing. The absolute joy of Messi's visit was sitting right alongside this heartfelt cry for the future of Indian football.
And all of this brings us to the legacy of this massive event, right? This is where a global superstar's visit collides head-on with a complex local reality.
So we've really seen it all, haven't we? The incredible history, the deep personal passion of the fans, and that really stark contrast between a global superstar's tour and the local struggle for the future of the sport here in India. And that leaves us with the big question, the one that's going to linger long after the crowds have all gone home. Was this just a beautiful, fleeting festival? Or could the energy and the attention from this visit spark a genuine, true turning point for the game in India? You know what? Only time will tell. Thanks for joining this explainer.